Good morning, gorgeous souls. I want to record today a beautiful meditation. I think it's going to be a meditation. I'm going to check in and just sort of allow the words to come through. But it's actually all inspired by this beautiful quote I just received from one of my one-on-one clients. And she sent me this quote from the Pearl Sequence. I'm currently working with all of my one-on-one clients on the Pearl Sequence. And the Pearl Sequence is a book that really explains the genekeys on a deeper level. And the Pearl Sequence is really about how we can sort of unlock our prosperity. And it's very interesting because Richard explains in his book, The Pearl Sequence, what is actually the difference between wealth and prosperity, and that actually wealth keeps us in a chasing vibration, while prosperity really gives us like the, I don't know, I would say the answers that we are looking for, the ease, the peace of mind. That is what really prosperity is all about. So it's very interesting that my program is called the Wealth Frequency Mentorship Program. And first I was thinking, should I change the channel? Should I change the name? I'm like, no, it's perfect. It's the Wealth Frequency Mentorship Program. And in that program, the women who are in it usually they like at the end of that journey they're like, oh my god, yes, I so get it now. And then like they're ready to move on to that prosperity part. So I think it's actually quite beautiful and perfect. So I just want to ask you, I want to invite you to place your feet on the ground. And if you're listening to this recording while you are walking or, I don't know, cleaning the house, that is all fine and good. But if you are sitting somewhere, I want to invite you to place your feet on the ground, like really firmly, and really make that connection to the earth or the ground that you are feeling underneath your feet. And what I really love about that is that whenever I do that, whenever I really place my feet on the ground and I feel the ground underneath me, I just realize that there is so much potential and power, and I don't know, there's so much energy if you connect to the ground, because that all the energy is present there. It really is a magnificent thing if you make a determined decision to make that connection to the ground. So just try that for yourself for 1 second and feel if you can make that connection, and if you can feel that energy that is actually always present for us. It's quite beautiful. So once you've done that, I want to invite you to just pay a little attention to your breath. So you could like breathe in for 4, like 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it, and then breathe out as long as you feel comfortable breathing out. And then breathe in again through your nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe out as long as you feel comfortable. Repeat it one more time in through your nose. And out through your mouth. Let's just see where this meditation is going to take us. So we're back in the Netherlands. I'm sitting on a bench. My daughter is sleeping in my arms. And I feel all this energy around me. Like I hear the birds. I can feel the trees. I can feel the energy of all the houses. And while I'm actually doing that, I'm also sensing the energy that is actually in between all those physical things. So when you think of a beautiful music orchestra and you think about that music, you have the notes that make part of the music, but it's also the silence in between the notes. That is what really, really, it's like both. It's not only the notes, it's the silence in between the notes. And that's actually also, that energy is also present all the time. So if you just tune in for a second and you just feel the energy of all those physically present things, and then you focus your energy on the spaces in between. Wow. I really hope you can feel that energy, because it has some really interesting magnetic energy about it when we tune into that open space. And I want you to tune into that open space and really feel all the possibilities that lay in that open space. So I started off this meditation with those words from, did I actually even speak those words? I think I did. Or maybe I haven't yet shared it. Maybe I haven't yet shared it. I'm not sure. Either way, the quote that one of my one clients sent me from the Pearl Sequence is that we don't make money, we watch money come in and we watch money come out. And I think it's such a beautiful and powerful sentence. We watch money come in, we watch money come out. It reminds me of this open space where I'm talking about the silence in between the notes. It's all contemplate. How do you say that? Contemplary. It complements each other. It strengthens each other. We need it both. We need both ends of the stick. And at the end, of course, it's also like it is all about balance, right? You want to really balance that energy field. But I feel like today's meditation is really an invitation for all of us to view money at such a different frequency than you have so far. So we as human beings, we transcend and we transform and we transmute all the time, right? Our children are already like vibrating at such a higher frequency than we are, and all the future generations will be higher and higher. And I really do believe that the money as we know it right now won't exist anymore in maybe even in a couple of years. I don't know how fast it will go, but it will definitely change. It's already changing. And I really want to tap into that energy of that changing frequency, because this is an invitation to really, really let go of that old paradigm about money. The old, like, more masculine way of looking at money and spending money and receiving money. And really, really open up yourself to allow in that more feminine energy around money. So if you look at those notes, maybe the notes would be the masculine energy and like the open space would be the feminine energy. And like the past decades, we spend a lot of focus on the notes, on the black notes, right? On the black notes in the song, so to say. And we focus so much on that we could only see that. But that other part of money energy was always already there. However, we couldn't see it anymore because our focus was so on the notes. But the energy is changing. The energy is shifting. We are like at a different frequency. And once we allow ourselves to take that breath once in a while and to sit back a little bit, we actually get to see that open space that also surrounds the money. And that's where the real magic is. Because money is not what we've made it to be. It's not the black notes. It is the whole thing. And it really, really takes some stepping back to being able to see that. I've once saw this movie, and they showed a picture of a bee, I think, but really zoomed in. And you could not tell that it was a bee because you could only see sort of like these cells. And you were like, what the heck is this? And then once they zoomed out, you saw it was this beautiful bee. So I really feel like this meditation is really designed to invite us to take that step back, to really, really allow ourselves to breathe around money and to see that there's never anything serious going on, and that like you can just like take a sigh of relief, because all those things that you have done in the past, thinking that you had a money problem, that you had a money issue, that you had to fix your money mindset, that is all relevant and true if you are still focusing on those black notes energy. But once you tap into this energy, you all of a sudden realize that that is not true. There is no need to focus on a different money mindset. There is no need to think that you have to let go of an old story about money, because there isn't such a story. Once you look back, sit back, take a breath, and look at that open energy that surrounds money. So I just want to invite you to focus on that energy the upcoming week, to see what happens in your paradigm, in your energy field, in your reality once you start doing that. And once you start allowing yourself to move with that frequency, and really see and discover for yourself what happens around money when you do that. Because then money becomes this whole different thing. It doesn't become a goal anymore. It becomes a tool. It becomes a tool, and we really are here, all of us are here, designed in different and unique ways. And really, if you want to get into that on a deeper level, it's so interesting with the genekeys and the pearl sequence. And really, like, my invitation is always to make your own translation of it. So how I actually do it with my one-on-one clients is that we look at the genekeys, we look at the pearl sequence, we look at all those elements, and then I just like feel into that energy and feel like, okay, but how does this resonate for you? What does this say to you about you, your money, about how you, like, why do you actually make money? Why do you make money? And what is your most soul aligned way to make money? And such beautiful things are being birthed out of this. It's beautiful. It's really, really magnificent. So for me, for example, I'm like the kind of person, like, the true reason why I want to make money, well, it has two reasons actually. I'm really here, and I already know that for such a long time. I've actually always known that, but like having that confirmation through the pearl sequence does help, I gotta admit. But I've always known that I'm really here to show that spirituality and money, like, that is one. I wanted to say that they go hand in hand, but that doesn't even resonate anymore, because that's not the case. It's not about hand in hand. It's like it's one. Spirituality and money is one. And I am truly here to show the world that. I'm really here to show the world that. And it's so interesting for me because I've written a book, De Instructies naar Verlicht Leven, and in that book they showed me like they have a passage in the book where they speak about Jesus and Jeanne d'Arc and all these beautiful individuals who really had they had to walk their path, and it was a lonely path. I mean, they were a lot of the time misunderstood in their times, and actually after their death they became even bigger, right? And I got this, like, in the book they really told me that is your path. And times have changed. I mean, we don't get crucified. How do you say it? Like before, like if you were a witch or something, you would get burned or drowned or whatever. I mean, we don't live in a time and age where you have to be afraid to really walk that path. But still, it takes courage. It always takes courage. And whatever path you are on. It takes courage to to walk your soul to walk your soul's journey. It takes courage. But this meditation is such an invitation to do it and to really trust that whenever you do that, you will get rewarded. And again, the word rewarded it doesn't do justice to what I'm trying to say. It doesn't do justice, but I mean, I have to find some words to express it. And that's really the thing. And that's really interesting also in the Pearl sequence and also in the book that I wrote, that sometimes we could just feel on a deeper level what we're trying to express, but the words in this dimension just, they don't cover what we're trying to convey. However, I'm trying to find the right words. The right words are really that it's the whole purpose of us being here is to live our own design, to follow our heart, to follow our own soul journey. And that takes courage, and it takes courage to stop comparing yourself to other people, and it takes courage to become allies, I would say, with the people that actually are here to help you elevate to that next level. We are all connected, and we are all like these separate families within this whole universe. And the fact that you are listening to my podcast means that you are part of that family, because that's the way it is. Like, it's already all decided. I really believe that it's actually already all decided who is gonna work with me in the future, because on a soul level, it's already done. So, I don't know. It's really an invitation to step into that frequency where I was talking about, to that open space, and to really allow yourself to discover, okay, what is my soul's journey? Why am I actually here? Like what is like actually the purpose of me making money? Because everyone has a different purpose, and once you find that purpose, it makes such a difference, because then money, like I said, becomes a tool instead of a goal. And I want to leave you with this. If I can make you one promise, and you have to accept that promise. You have to believe me when I say this. If you follow your soul's journey, if you follow that path of courage and joy, and if you do that thing that your soul really, really wants you to do, and like I said, genekeys and the pearl sequence, and finding somebody who can really help you activate that spirit frequency inside of you so that you can hear your messages even clearer, that's really, really helpful to really become more aware, because there are so many keys hidden, and there's so much information and energy available to us that can help us unlock all that energy that is sometimes just like, it's just sometimes behind a closed door. But you won't find the answers through your mind, never ever. You have to feel your way into it. And you can use your mind as a tool, definitely, but you can think your way into this, into your purpose, into whatever. So allow yourself the time and the space and the energy to discover this, because there is such a amazing world to be uncovered. And I really believe that once we step into this energy collectively, in this new money paradigm, in this new way of being, that we really can, we can really get the world to this next level dimension. I'm talking Einstein. In my book I said Einstein 2.0, but I'm believing now Einstein 10.0, right? We can really we could really, I would almost say, time collapse. We could really do some magnificent things. And this is your invitation. So just tap into the energy and just pay attention. The universe will show you what your next step is going to be. Pay attention. Pay attention to your emails. Pay attention to billboard signs. Create some silence around you, please, because if you are constantly over how do you say that, overstressing your immune system by constantly being on social media or whatever, you won't be able to see and hear what the universe is trying to show you. I'm not saying social media is a bad thing, not at all. But do tap into the right energy and feel like, okay, do I have enough? Do I have enough space and time and energy to actually hear what the universe is trying to show me? Because believe me, if you have questions, then the universe has the answer already lined up for you. And you don't need to search anymore. You just need to become a little bit more silent and allow the words and the answers to come to you. And it can come in very unexpected ways, sometimes expected ways, and sometimes in really unexpected ways. So stay open, and I wish you all my love, blessings, and joy. Bye for now.